Alright, so we have the sign in and sign up up and running. Everything is looking good so far. So we want to save this response that we get, the token and the user information. We want to save that in the context. So we're going to create a context which is a global state to store user information and token. And we're going to save in the async storage at the same time, so that when the app reload, when the user reloads the app, refresh the app, come back later, whenever that happens, the state data is not lost. We can still retrieve data from local storage. If you don't save in the local storage, when the app reloads, the screen reloads, the user closes, come back again, that time we will not have that state data. All right, so we're going to save in the local storage. So automatically by default we will try to get the data, the token and user from the local storage, and pre-populate the state each time. Okay, so by default we try to do that. So if it is available there, we will grab from async storage. That way user don't have to keep logging each time, right? Each time some reload happens. So to start using async storage, we need to install this npm library, and this is actually quite long to type. So let me just go to the site just so that we don't make any typos. React Native async storage npm. So just copy that command and just let's install. Npm install add React Native async storage /async storage. All right, and then let's check out the, okay, so they don't have the documentation is here. So once we install that, we can import users. We can import async storage. Let's copy that command. Let's run the server. Let's hit I to open on iOS. Okay, while that's happening, let me close this. And that one, async storage, actually we can try and sign in. Right? Let's try and sign in. Import async storage, and then when we get the response from the server, here, when we get this response, what we want to do is first save response in async storage. All right, so we await and use async storage dot set item. So if you have worked with local storage on building web apps, it's going to be exactly the same. So this is async function, so we use await async storage set item. Now this function set item takes two arguments. First one is the name key. Okay, so key we can call it at auth. Okay, so at is just a convention. All right, so just let's stick with the convention. So auth, we're going to save this response by the name of auth, and the value is going to be data, right? So that data we get, that will have the token and user information. Now when you're saving in the async storage, you have to save it in a JSON format. So we can use JSON stringify to convert it to JSON. JSON dot stringify. All right, so that way this response will be saved as a JSON data in async storage by the name of auth. All right, so we can give that a try, and then we can try console log here, write a function to see how it has been saved. All right, so just to give it a try, we can do that. So we have the sign in. Let's see if it works. So let me sign in. Okay, sign in successful, it says, which means at this point we should have the response saved in the async storage by the name of auth. Let's check that out. So to check that out, we're just going to write a simple function here. This is something we can remove later. Let's call it load from async storage equals to async. So let's put it in a variable data equals to await async storage dot get item by the name of auth. We set by the name of auth, and to get we use get item. Pretty nice. Set item, get item. Auth, so we want to get item by the name of auth. That's all we need to do, and that will give us the value whatever was there in the data, right? So we can console log data. Let's leave a bit of a comment here. From async storage. All right. Now, if you want to use this in your application, you want to use JSON.parse so that it is not a JSON data anymore. It is a JavaScript object, which we will look into a bit later. But at the moment, we just want to console log. So we have this function that will give us the this value from the local storage. So let's execute this function, load async storage. All right. So we are in the sign in. Let's go to another screen, come back here in the sign in. We should see this console log. Let's have a look. Okay, that is not the one. Let me give a refresh. Sign in base. Can't find variable load async storage. Okay, sorry, looks like I have a typo here. Load from async storage. Sorry about that. Okay. From async storage, it's no, we have no value. Let's try sign in. Let's try sign in. All right, sign in successful. From async storage, you can see now we have the data in the async storage. Awesome. Now let me give a refresh, reload, and see what we get. You can see even on the reload we get that. Alright, so it's working. Async storage, we have been able to set the response in the async storage. So let me remove this test function and let me use this in the sign up as well. Okay, so let me just import this one and sign up as well. Sign up, and then do the same thing. Save in the async storage. Sign up. Once we get the data, we do that first. Save in the local async storage. So each time you sign up or sign in, we save the response in local storage. Okay, that's great. Now next thing we want to do is create a context, pre-populate the context from the local async storage if there is any data there. All right, so that way the entire application will be able to access the data, the token and user information from context.